back at it again. Chat, hit the like button, subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe. So yeah. Yeah, all you gotta do is keep moving forward. That's it. Stuff will try to knock you down and try to get you out the way and stuff, but just keep moving forward. Baby steps, big steps, little steps, medium steps, whatever. It's just steps, you know? So keep making those steps. And then eventually you'll get somewhere, you know? Yeah, pretty soon, we about to be living off grid, you know? Say goodbye to where I'm at. These are the steps. If you want to be free, you know, these are the steps, you know? Put your money into rent, put your money into land, put your money into your future. Or if you want to, you can say, I stacked up enough money so I could be like, forget rent. And then you can buy your land and put your money in your future. And then you gotta pay off your rent or whatever you owe. You gotta pay that back off. But yeah, that's just so you can be somewhere. You don't want to be stuck. No, you don't want to be stuck. You don't want to be stuck. That's how they get you. This is how they get you right here, being what I am right now. Not me, but me. I'm talking to myself too. Me, you know, being stuck here. I ain't stuck here, but you get what I'm saying. Being here, you know, wasting my money. That's all I'm doing, wasting my money. I wonder why nobody tell us that when you're young. That that's what you're supposed to be doing. You know? You don't want to waste your money. This is what you want to be doing. This is what you should be doing. You know? And then sit down and talk to them. Like, look, by then, it all depends on what age you at, but say my kids right now, I talk to my kids right now, I be like, hey, you don't want to be doing this way. This ain't the right way. You're going to be wasting your money. You know what I'm saying? You want to make your family and your people rich. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a follower, be a leader. You know? That's what I tell them. Be a leader. Don't be a follower. Don't follow everybody else. That's why we're going another route. We're going to be a leader. You know? So get it all out the way while you young. That way when you get older, you can be like, all right, y'all, I pass the sticks on to y'all, you know? And then you can guide them and coach them through it. They'll ask you, they'll teach, and then they'll teach you, you know? And then y'all got that bond, you know what I'm saying? Just stay focused, you know? Don't let nothing knock you off. Just stay focused. They'll try. Every time you about to be doing something good or you about to, something always try. You know what I'm saying? Just pray to God. You know what I'm saying? Just pray. Just pray. Because without Him, there ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? So just pray. And then just, you know, ask Him to make a way for you. You know what I'm saying? Tell him how you feel, how you know, really talk to him. He'll talk back, he'll show you something. He always talk back to me. Or show me. You know, I always ask him though, show me, give me signs. You know, show me, I'm here for you. That's what I tell him. But yeah, just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward, you know? And then, before you know it, this whole thing will be different. I'm talking to you like this now, but in, we'll say, a month, 2 months, maybe 3 months from now, this whole scene gonna be different. There ain't gonna be none of this. You ain't gonna see none of this. You gonna see just land, I guess, and where I live at, and that's it. Then you gonna see us start making money. Then you gonna see us start moving around. You know, you gonna see accomplishments. You're gonna see dedication, hard work, what they get you. Then you're gonna see, you might even see a big truck, you know what I'm saying? Cause you gotta get stuff to pull stuff and do stuff to, you know what I'm saying, around. You don't wanna pay nobody, that's the whole thing. You get you a big old truck, you go get your meat, whatever, however you eating, whatever. You spend $1,500 on a cow, you got chickens, you doing all of this, you'll be good. And then just keep making your money, you know what I'm saying? Keep making your money. And then, before you know it, you're gonna see where it gets you. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna look back like, if I ain't do this, we wouldn't be, I wouldn't know none of this. We wouldn't be right here, you know what I'm saying? We'd be probably in an apartment still, you know. You gotta think about it, 10 years. 10 years is a long time, you know? 10 years is a long time, but it comes quick, you know what I'm saying? Think about when you was, we'll say, you was 8. And then you probably couldn't wait to be in the teenagers, you know what I'm saying? Now you a teenager. Now you can't wait to be 18. Now you 18. That was just 10 years. You see what I'm saying? Now from 18, you 28. You know what I'm saying? And then now you're 35. And now you 43. You know what I'm saying? So 10 years, I know that was ain't 10 years, I'm just saying. But yeah, 10 years go by quick, you know? You know, 10 years go by quick. My son, he 12. He already, 10 years already came by for him. My other son, he what? He 8, about to turn 8. My other 2, you know, they young, but that 10 years about to go quick. Quick for them. Because 2 years just went quick for me. And I was like, dang, it's 2 years? You already running around talking, asking me for stuff? Like, dang. And then it's like they grow quicker. The more you have kids, the quicker they grow up, I guess. They do a lot. So like my youngest, he'll do stuff, and then my girl, which is younger than him, she do the stuff he was doing at half his age. And I was like, dang. Y'all just growing too quick. Well, you know it, when she's 1.5, she's gonna be on the computer, tell me. But, yeah, so time go by quick. Just keep moving forward, you know? You ain't gotta worry about nothing. Just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. That's it. Get you a garden, you know what I'm saying? stacking your money, you know what I'm saying? You'll be good. You know? You'll be good. It's gonna feel a lot better than this because you ain't gonna owe nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be free. You're gonna be the only one. Not the only one. You're gonna be close. You're gonna be one of the only ones, you know what I'm saying, that's walking around free. They're gonna be trying to get you to do stuff. Like, hey, you gotta, nah, I'm mine. Hey, you can get this loan? Nah, I'm mine. What I need a loan for? I ain't even trying to do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can do this and you can build? Nah, I'm cool. I'll save my money. Stack my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then when it's time for me to buy something, I'll buy something. But I ain't in no rush. You know what I'm saying? And then, all the money, like I said, all the money you put in your land, you know what I'm saying? You can get that back if you wanted to. Or you get more than that, you know what I'm saying? You can keep your stuff for 10 years and then double what you got your stuff from. You can be like, say you spent $150,000 on all of this. You look back 10 years later, you like, all right, well, I want 300,000. I want $500,000. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how I look, but yeah, you can give me $500,000. You know what I'm saying? And there you go. You know? You're like $500,000. Yeah. All the hard work I put in. You know, you gotta pay for that back. You know, you gotta. And when they sell you houses, you know what I'm saying, don't think they paid that much for it, because they didn't. They won't double their money. You know what I'm saying? So these big houses over here that cost $400,000, best believe they spend $150,000 to $200,000. And now I'm selling it for double. I want my money. You know what I'm saying? That way I can put my money back and then use that money to keep going. That's all it is. And for those that get it, y'all gonna get it. And for those that ain't, y'all ain't gonna get it. Gonna keep doing the same stuff. But keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. You know? We trying to be at the, I'm gonna build this house for $150. I'm gonna sell it for $300. You know? I might not even sell it. I might just rent it out. You know what I'm saying? Make my $300. You know? But if I sell it, I can build 2 more, you know what I'm saying? Or I can build like 5 of them real quick, you know what I'm saying? Sell 2, maybe even sell 3. Give me $1 million real quick. 369, give me $1 million real quick. You'll probably sell it for 350. And then that's $1 million right there. You know what you can do with $1 million? Now, you breaking all of this stuff down. Now you building 15 homes, rent them out. You don't need to sell them no more. You can rent them out. And then after that, because you still got money coming in, you got money coming in, you know what I'm saying? So you just gonna, the game, yeah, it's not gonna work. You gotta plug it in. Tell mommy to plug it in. Tell mommy to plug it in. You gotta plug it in. I'm on the thing here. Go tell mommy to plug it in. You need the charger. You need the charger. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, just keep going, you know what I'm saying? And then before you know it, you know what I'm saying? 15 houses down here, 20 houses down here. Now you buy some more land, you're building more houses. You buy more land, you're building more houses. But you really want to buy land. That way, when you do build the houses, you still got places you can go. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be like, all right, I built all of this. Now I got to look for more land. You want to be like, all right, well, I'm done with this one. Now I'm going to go over here and do this one. I'm done with this one. Now I'm going to go over here and do this one. See what I'm saying? That way you got money over here, money over here, money over here. So you good, you know? And then just keep going, you know? Because once you get money, it'll start coming to you. It's easy at that point. It's when you ain't got no money, you trying to get some money. That's where it's hard at. Because you ain't got nothing. So don't nobody want to mess with you if you ain't got nothing. Unless you got a plan, but ain't nobody gonna mess with you like that. I'm just being real with you. If you ain't got no money and you ain't talking about what you talking about, ain't nobody mess with you. But you talking about all of this and you don't see no action on it, ain't nobody mess with you. That's why I just get it stuff myself. I get it myself. Don't even worry about it. Cause, I mean, that's the best way anyway. That way, you ain't gotta owe nobody. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to stay out of that. You know what I mean? You're trying to get into that. So, just, you know, and you don't need that much anyway. You don't need that much. You probably need. Hey, how you doing? You probably need, sure, you do the steps we doing, you don't need nothing. Save your money, get you $150,000, you know, it'll come easy because you ain't got nothing to pay. It'll come in maybe 4 years, you will have it, if that. Let's say you spend $25,000 a year on rent right now. So you save that up, plus your little extras you saving up. That's 25, 25, 25, 25. That's what? That's 100,000 in 4 years. And then all the extra money you got, that's easy, 50,000. And then just put that up. Now you got 150,000. Now you can build you a whole little thing right here. Buy some land. Or if your land big enough, you know what I'm saying? Just buy some big land. If you planning on doing it, just buy some big land. That way you ain't gotta worry about it. Or you can just start off small, however you can get it. But you can buy an acre or two and then build a house on that. You know what I'm saying? And then rent it out. Or you can sell it, one or two. But you want a lot of land, that way you can keep going. You know what I'm saying? You don't wanna be like, all right, I just did that. Now, I'm gonna go look for land over here. You wanna already be like, all right, well, knock all these. I know I could fit probably like, we'll say, 200 houses, you know what I'm saying, on this property. So, you'll put probably like 150, you know? And then, you can keep going. That's what everybody over here do. So, why not? Why not you do it? Everybody else doing it. Say, because I don't want to be no follower. I want to be a leader. That's why. So, that's why you doing it the way you doing it, though. You know what I'm saying? So, you ain't got to pay rent. And then, you ain't got to pay no taxes after that because you putting houses on the thing. You ain't got to pay no taxes. You got all these, and then put yourself in the trust, too. Now, say you made $3 million in 1 year and you ain't gotta pay taxes on it. That's good money right there. You know what I'm saying? That's real good money. And then, well, you know it, you done spent $500,000, $1 million, $2 million on your land and you ain't even know it. You're like, dang, myself appraised at $1 million and I just spent 300,000 on it. I'm like, yup. Then you go get your check, go get you $1 million check, buy you 40 acres, 100 acres in a good spot, and then start building houses. Or you can build an apartment complex. But I just build houses. I mean, you can build an apartment complex too, because that's where the money is. So, but you gotta have people for that though. So, if you got the people and you already got them like picked out, then you can be like, all right, I'll get the apartment complex. And then that way you got money. But if you got land, you know what I'm saying? You build houses down here, and on the other side, you got apartment complexes. That's good too, you know? So you can do 2 in 1. You know, they got it all the time. You know, like on strips and stuff. So you can make you a whole strip. Like the Miami strip, you know how they got a strip? All them buildings and stuff. You can make that same thing where you at. It just takes money. But yeah, get up on it. You know what I'm saying? Keep moving forward. Cause we ain't gonna stop. I already told y'all, we ain't gonna stop. You gonna see it from here, from beginning to where we came and where we going. That's the steps we take. You know? So just know we moving forward. Don't stop moving forward. That's what they want. And then when times get hard, you gonna be like, dang, man, I don't know if I should be doing this, but it's the right thing to do. You feel like discomfort because you ain't never took this route before. You don't know how it's gonna go. So you kind of like iffy on it, you know? But it's the right thing to do. Because after you done, you're gonna be like, I ain't gotta pay nobody. Like, I can keep my $2,000 a month, you know what I'm saying? I'm using my $2,000 a month to do this. Like, start saving money, you know what I'm saying? Your kids ask you for, say their car broke down, they need $1,000. You can be like, all right, I got it, you know what I'm saying? But if you had rent that same month, you see what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna have it, because you're using your money for rent. Because you got $2,000 for rent, the other $1,000 probably gonna be for food and groceries and all of that. And like your emergency bills. So and then your kid's gonna ask you, hey, you got some money I can get to blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I ain't even got it, man. And then I'm like, oh, man. But, yeah, that rent is a big problem. The rent is a big problem. So you got to take the rent out. And once you take the rent out, you're going to stop a lot of your problems. And then the water, you're going to need water and power. You know? Like I said, buy you a solar system. You know? Hit the like button though, y'all. Subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and share it with somebody. Get this message out there, because they gonna need it. Quick, they gonna need it quick. But yeah, alright, I'll let y'all go, y'all, until next time. Stay tuned in.